It's going pretty smoothly. The problem is, the monsters are getting stronger than the ones in the lower levels. Let's use this. Why are you butting in? You know what? How about we have a little competition? The prize will be the Orb of Avarice. The one that kills the most monsters with this will be the winner. Step forward if you want to participate. Shadow Mage 1 and 3. And of course, Iron. Tank? Why? Alright, let's do it. This will really help me grow. You can't avoid it!
Light strike! I'll freeze you.
It's over! You're an unworthy opponent. Shadow Mage 1's battle result is... I'll just keep it to myself. Three, you're next. Get ready. This will really help me grow.
I'll freeze you.
It's over. You can't avoid it!
I'll freeze you.
Flash! Red Flower Technique Type 1. Falling Plum Blossom. Punishment! You can't avoid it! This is the end! I'll shred you!
I'll freeze you.
I'll cut you in half. I'll cut you in half. I'll cut you in half. I see it all. It's no use. It was a good fight. Just as I thought. Next is Tank. How are you going to hold it? All right, go for it. Don't break it. This will really help me grow. Flash.
I'll freeze you.
Too slow. Monarchs, it's over.
I'll freeze you.
This is the end! You can't avoid it! You're an unworthy opponent. I don't know either, Tank. What was the point of this? Satisfied? All right, be quiet. I know it's your turn now. I have no idea what you're trying to do, but go for it. Let's try.
Light strike.
Flash. This is the end! You can't avoid it! Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom. Punishment!
Get it.
It's over! I'll cut you in half. You can't avoid it!
Light strike. Get it.
You can't avoid it! This is the end! Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom.
I'll freeze you. Get it.
It's over. It was a good fight. Do you really think slamming an enemy's head with the Orb of Avarice is the right way to use it? I'll list off the 2 Shadow Soldiers who killed the most monsters using the Orb of Avarice. Shadow Mage 3. And Iron. Tank has been disqualified. For the rest of you, better luck next time. This time, I want you to hunt without the Orb of Avarice. This will really help me grow.
I'll freeze you.
You can't avoid it!
Light strike.
I'll shred you!
I'll freeze you.
Mars. Punishment! You're an unworthy opponent. All right, let's look at the results. Now I'm nervous too. The one who killed the most monsters is... Shadow Mage 3. Ain't no pouting. Even if you killed a bigger monster, it doesn't change the fact that it's still one monster. When I get equipment like a shield, I'll give it to you. Now, to celebrate, I'll give you the chance to use the Orb of Avarice to your heart's content. Let's go. Time to warm up. Time for an opening. Red Flower Technique Type 1. Drawing Plum Blossom. Flash. I see it. It's no use. It's over. Tearing through. Flash.
Light strike. I'll freeze you. Get it.
This is the end! You can't avoid it! I'll end this! Monarchs. Punishment!
I'll freeze you. Light strike.
It was a good fight. I can feel the difficulty increasing as I climb higher. The number of shadows needing to regenerate is increasing as well. More importantly, should I keep going? Might as well finish what I started. Time to warm up.
I'll freeze you.
I'll crush you. Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom. Punishment.
Light strike.
I'll crush you. You can't avoid it. Monarchs.
I'll freeze you.
Punishment. You can't avoid it!
Light strike.
Time for a counterattack. This is the end! I'll crush you. I see it all.
Light strike.
You're an unworthy opponent. Is there a more efficient way to do this? Why didn't I think of this before? Alright. Egress, Iron, Shadow Mage 3. You guys will each lead a group. Split into different directions, and hunt all the demons in the area before returning. This will really help me grow. Punishment! You can't avoid it! Let's speed up. Monarchs.
I'll freeze you.
I'll crush you.
Light strike.
Monarchs. Punishment. This is the end. I'll crush you. Time for a counterattack. You can't avoid it. Monarchs. This is the end. I see it all. I'll crush you. It was a good fight. You guys. What's this, Iron? I told you, all you need to do is bring the one item I asked for. Why can't I turn demons into shadows? Isn't the demon's castle a system dungeon, like the job change dungeon? If there's a demon that catches your eye, can you bring it to me after killing it? You never know. This will really help me grow. You can't avoid it! Monarchs. Punishment! I'll shred you!
Take this!
This is the end! Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom. Monarchs.
Light strike!
You can't avoid it! I see it all. This is the end! I'll cut you in half. Monarchs. Time for a counterattack. I see it all.
Light strike! Take this!
Monarchs. Punishment! I'll cut you in an instant. It's over. You can't avoid it!
I'll freeze you.
It was a good fight. I guess it really doesn't work. No, I'm not blaming you. Could there be a separate entity that I can turn into a shadow? It'd be a waste to just leave the upper level demons. I should order the shadows to find them. I'll give each group a task. Got it? This will really help me grow. Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom.
I'll freeze you.
Punishment! This is the end! It's over! can't avoid it! Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum cross. Punishment!
I'll freeze you.
This is the end! You can't avoid it! Time for a counterattack.
I'll freeze you. Light strike.
Punishment! You can't avoid it! This is the end! I'll cut you in half. I'll shred you! Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom. You can't avoid it! Enough with the jokes. You're an unworthy opponent. Good job. Unfortunately, it looks like I can't extract from this one either. Why are you sad? It's not your fault. You did well. None of the monsters here can be extracted. It was impossible to extract Vulcan, right? I wonder when the next boss is going to appear. Time to warm up. Monarch. Punishment!
I'll freeze you.
You can't avoid it! Let's speed up.
Light strike. I'll freeze you.
You can't avoid it! I see it all. This is the end! You can't avoid it! Monarchs. Punishment! Red flower technique type 1. Falling plum blossom.
I'll freeze you. Light strike.
Punish it! This is the end! You can't avoid it! Time for a counterattack.
I'll freeze you.
And I'll cut you in an instant. It's over.
Light strike.
It was a good fight. Now, let's get started. Let's try it. Punish me!
I'll freeze you. Take this!
This is the end! Monarchs. Punishment! You can't avoid it! Red flower technique type 1. Falling from boss.
I'll freeze you.
Monarchs. You can't avoid it! Red flower technique type 1. Falling from boss. Do the undead get scared of death? Well, guess it doesn't matter. You're an unworthy opponent. Metis could summon hundreds of beasts, and he had powerful magic abilities. As expected, I can't extract the shadows. I've also reached my limit. I'll run out of health if I climb any higher. A random cursed loot box. Another key. What is it used for? Well, I guess I'll need it somewhere. Holy water of life. A potion that cures all illnesses. I obtained the fragment of the World Tree by defeating Vulcan. I obtained the spring water from the Forest of Echoes by defeating Metis. Now, I just need one last item. The purified blood of the Demon King. Hang in there, Mom. Just a little longer.